Hey you guys, what's up? This is the Anime Blaze coming to you with another video. Now, since you're here, I'm going to be doing a first impressions. And if you're wondering if I'm going to be doing a first impressions over an anime, wrong! Fool! You're sadly mistaken. If you think I'm going to be doing a first impressions over a manga, fool! You're sadly mistaken. I'm not going to be doing a first impressions over those, but I will be doing a first impressions over um, Persona 3 for the PSP. Now, along in this video, I will be making a few references to at least 2 or 3 other games. Um, not on terms as in gameplay, really, but sort of on terms as of similarities with a few things. I'll get to that when I tell you about it. So basically, let's get started. The storyline starts off with you playing as the main character, one of two characters, the male protagonist or the female protagonist. Now, the main thing about this is that the main character, if you play as the main character, the guy, um, there really isn't too much difference between this and the Persona 3 from what it told me. Is if you play as the male protagonist, you'll be getting the most close storyline to the PS2 version of it. And if you play as the female protagonist, you'll be getting a really close similarity, I guess, from Persona FES. And you should really play that one if you're used to playing Persona games before, like not the first one or the second one, because from what I've seen, these ones are totally different games. But you should only play that one if you played Persona 3 or maybe Persona 4 before. So, with that being said, let's get on to the actual storyline. So, both characters are an orphan no matter which one you play as, I guess. You're on your way to a new high school, and you get off the monorail around 12 p.m. Well, no, not 12 p.m., but 12 a.m., like in the morning. But something's different. The moon looks green, the ground looks green, and there's coffins everywhere. I know. But the thing is that you're actually in something called the dark hour. You're one of the few people that can actually walk around and everything during the dark hour. During the dark hour, people who can't walk around and everything turn into coffins. Symbolism, I guess. And you are pretty much, I guess, an exception. So you being somewhat freaked out and, I guess, somewhat freaked out and disturbed, you figure that you better hightail it to your dorm where you are going to be staying. When you get there, you meet a couple of characters who help you out and everything. They ask you a couple of questions. And after about a couple of days, you found out that you are a persona user, somebody who can take something that looks like a gun, an evoker, put it to your head, and pretty much what you do is you're able to use a physical manifestation of your inner strength to battle these things called the shadows. The shadows are pretty much something that have existed for a while now when you first get there, and they're like they're not killing people, well, sort of killing people. After a while they die and everything like that, but you're really just trying to get rid of these shadows and everything. And after a while you meet up with a few new characters and everything, and pretty much the game goes smooth sailing from there. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but when I first started playing this, I was kind of angry as to how long it took me to level up. I mean, like, no joke, I was angry. Because I was frustrated, because when you first start off, you want to level up so badly, and it seemed like it takes forever just to get to the next floor of Tartarus. By the way, this game also has dungeon crawling, so this game incorporates so many different aspects of gaming. You got your RPG kind of gaming, and you have your dungeon crawling kind of thing, and you also have, if you're used to playing like visual novels or something like that, where you click, point and click, make choices and everything like that. then that's also in this game, kind of like a visual manga or something like that. So if you're used to playing any of those kinds of games, you'll probably fit somewhat into the aspect of this game and get used to the rest of it. Now, another major aspect of this game that I really like is what was it? The fact of how there are so many opportunities for you to like become more powerful. Like no joke, like social links. I mean, you're in high school, like in the game, you're in high school and everything. So, I mean, as cliche as it could possibly be, it still is pretty cool how they have and how they incorporate that into actually helping you in battle. The more social you are with different characters, clubs, everything like that, the more powerful your personas become. Um, the more powerful you become, and everything along those lines. Um, Also, there is what is it? What is it? You have to help your character. You know, if your character becomes tired from studying all night, I know this game literally incorporates everything from high school into a game, literally, but does it in a good way. You have to help your characters study, level up, all this stuff, but it'll help you in the long run. There's charm that'll help you, uh, all this other stuff, and pretty much it'll help you. Trust me, it will. And what it does sometimes it'll help you become closer with different people. It'll make becoming like helping your personas, leveling them up and stuff like go just 10 times faster. But yeah, so I mean, this is the game that you want to play. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. You don't have to, but yeah, there are so many opportunities in this game that you can use to become so much more powerful. It's no joke. Um, you can fuse personas together, which is similar to Devil Survivor. Now, but the difference between this game and that game is the fact of how you can register your personas in something called a compendium, which pretty much you just register them like a book or something. And after a while, what happens is you can fuse them together and your personas become a new, more powerful persona. But when you register them, you can go back and you have to purchase them. So the more powerful your persona is, the more it costs to get them out of the compendium. But still, you can buy them at any time. So with the current stats that they have. So whether it be level 4 or level 19 or 20 or whatever, you can go back and purchase them and fuse them again and again countless times to create more and more powerful personas. If you ask me, that sounds like sounds like a good bargain to me. I mean, the only downside is that you actually have to have money, but besides that, that's like a shoe in for becoming 10 times more powerful. That's just me. Now, this game isn't really, I believe, an action RPG game, say like Kingdom Hearts. So I mean, like me, I'm not really a fan of RPG games. I'm more of a fan of action RPGs where like you get to free roaming, where you get to go and do whatever you want, whenever you want, those sorts of things. I'm more of a fan of those, but this game I can make an exception because it's really fun. Now, a game I can compare this to on say a music kind of scale, music scale, pop culture, and all this other stuff would be The World Ends With You for the DS. Now, let's just put these side by side. Yeah. The thing with that both of these have in common are that both of these games have like killer soundtracks. The soundtracks are awesome, no doubt. But um, the thing with it is that they don't try too hard to make the songs actually sound good. Say like I mean both like I'd say The World Ends With You incorporates different types of music like hip hop, rock, heavy metal. maybe even R&B. If I didn't say pop, then pop. But if I did, whatever. The thing I like about these games is that they don't try too hard to make the game appeal to like people or the gamer or whoever. It's a side of pop culture and everything like that. Music, fashion, like clothes and whatnot. They don't try too hard to actually make it appeal to people. It's still like it naturally appeals to you in a way. I don't know if it was you, but that's just me. That's how I found it. They didn't try too hard. I mean, I swear, the developers like Square Enix and Atlas were to have tried overboard and try to make this game stand out so much to where it would actually be good, I probably wouldn't be playing their games because I want something that appeals to me on like a certain level, but doesn't stick out like a sore thumb saying as like advertisement, hey, why don't you come listen to this? We got this good music here, here you go. Those sorts of things. So no, these games aren't like that. Unless you want a game like that, then I suggest you stay away from it. But in this case, these three games, well, these two plus this one, minus these two, more importantly, this one, I'd suggest you get it. I mean, I would recommend getting this game, like, no doubt, no joke. I mean, I can't compare it to maybe the original one that came out for the PS2 and the one in Persona 4, which is, I think it might be, they make like slight references to Persona 3 and whatnot. And Persona 3 FES, which is like pretty much a direct sequel to Persona 3. Plus, I mean, it's like 10 times better. They pretty much answer a lot of the questions, what happened in the first game afterwards, and it has a lot more storyline to it. Kind of like Higurashi Season 2. But, yeah. So if you're looking for a new game to play Persona 3. I recommend it. I haven't beat the game yet, but I'm pretty sure that just from this first impressions of me playing the game, it's worth playing. So, with that being said, this is the Anime Blaze signing out saying, check out Persona 3. You'll enjoy it. I enjoyed it. Check it out. I guess I'll see you guys later in maybe a review, something along those lines. Hopefully. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later.